Welcome back to RealVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith, and I've got another property for you. This one is in San Bernardino County. This is going back to the roots. This is some of the first properties I ever bought were in San Bernardino County, California. And they looked a lot like this. This is like 20 acres. It's a 20 acres, San Bernardino, right behind my head. Yeah, it's just desert square, right? And you can go out here, tear it up, shoot your biggest guns, drive your dirt bike, four-wheeler, truck, Baja style rally truck, drive around in circles, jump over rocks. You just have fun with it, right? I had some guys buy these kinds of properties in the past, like to do pyrotechnic stunts for Los Angeles style video stuff. I mean, they like to have these properties because they're close to LA. It's off the backside of LA. This one's 150 miles outside of Los Angeles. So you can take your toys out here for the weekend, throw a party, have fun, tear it up, go back to LA for the week, go get your groove on, do some work, and come back again next weekend. So it's just one of these classic San Bernardino County desert squares. So I'm asking wrong hand, $5,999 for this thing for 20 acres. I've sold numerous 20 acres of San Bernardino County. I had one lady get back to me. It was one of the first sets of 20 acre properties I ever bought. I was making cash offers. That's how we get these properties. I was making offers saying, here's how much I'll offer for your property. And the lady calls me back. She says, everyone yells at me, right? And say, no, you offered way too little. So I'm sorry. But this lady called me back and she said, no, I'll take your offer. But they figured it was 22 or 25, 20, like 2 dozen of these properties, right? I about fell out of my chair. I didn't have enough money for that. Like, what do I do? So I did a deal with her. I'll buy one a week from you. And so I'd buy one at a time, put them up for sale. People would buy them. I have the money. I'd go back and I'd buy some more of them from her and put them up for sale, and I'd sell those. Cheapest ones in the market, right? Cheapest land in the market. Again, $5,999. I've sold tons of these 20 acres in San Bernardino County. It's the cheapest ones in the market. And here we go again. This is the cheapest one in the market. So let's take a look at this property. And got some sun shining in my face. It's a little bright here. But this property will have sun shining in your face. This is real desert. You can get sun year round here. This is 20 acres, $5,999. We got some pictures. None of these pictures are of the actual property. These are, like satellite shots and maps, and you know what the desert looks like. It's a desert. So there's some mountains to the north. I mean, this looks like it kicks up to 35, maybe 3,600 feet right behind it. And down here, it's like 3,000 foot at the level of the property. So if you're shooting guns, you probably want to shoot north up into those hills. So here's the 395. We'll pull up some pictures, but the 395's here, and it goes off some mountains over here. And as you go further out to Saddlebrook, if I get up on this map, like out in here, this side, like way over here, you've got BLM land, but Leslie Canyon, I think it's over here, Leslie Canyon National Preserve. But this stuff is just go drive on it and have fun. There's like a lake bed right around the backside of that mountain. You could race. You and your brother or your best friend from high school or whatever, you got dirt bikes, so you can go the fastest. It's a great place to go figure it out. And so here's a shot of the lot lines just with the mountains just to the north of it. Some more satellite pictures. I'm going to pull it up in Google. We'll do some 3D action. Here's some pictures from like local street view. Those might be the mountains way off there in the background, like right up here, but the property's like at the shoulders of that. So you just got to get creative getting that last couple miles out to the property. That's the fun part, though. I've had guys buy property from me like this, and they're like, I ask them how they're going to get there. I say, I got a Bluebird bus. Like, what do you mean a Bluebird bus? Like the school buses, they drive across anything. You just go 1 or 2 miles an hour. It'll take a while, but I'll get there. I mean, those are some of my favorite conversations, hearing how guys pull off properties like this. So here we go. This one, 20 acres. It's got the little road down here. It kind of looks like a power line. That's a bush. So the bigger road, turns off. There's a bunch of little roads. This might be a power line running along that one. Little road by little road. We've got GPS coordinates, so click on the GPS coordinates in the ad. It'll probably take you up one of these little roads and get you close. And then you got to take the camel trails the last little bit. These are probably drivable. If we zoom in on them, see if they're one wheel or two wheel. These look like two wheel trails. You can drive on here. You could probably drive mom's Subaru down this road, right? Yeah, you can drive on these. Maybe bring a shovel just in case. But I think you can drive out there. Here's some more of them going into the actual property. So it's going to be weaving and winding the last little bit. But yeah, there's a little trail going right through the property. There's a couple of them going right through the property. I don't know exactly where they lead, but if you figure them out and follow them back, you can go drive right into this property. So there's a couple trails through the property. Okay, so I'm going to get back to the map so we can do some political action here. I'm not asking for your vote. I'm just saying where the rules and regulations are, because eventually we get over here to the side, we're going to see Los Angeles, and that's what I want to show you. So the 395 is, that guy goes north and south. So if you take that north, eventually you're going to get up to, what do you call it? Well, Ridgecrest is up here. I was going to say Bakersfield, but I'm not thinking the right way. So Ridgecrest is up to 395. If you went south a little bit and got on the 40, you could go over to Bakersfield. It's not the 40 here. It's called something else, but the 58. So if you got on the 58 and went over to Bakersfield, if you got on the 58 and went west, you get to Barstow, and if you kept going, you could get up to Las Vegas. So there's a good shot up to Las Vegas. South, Adelanto, and the 15 and ties into Los Angeles. So here it is, and here's Los Angeles. Here's Victorville, here's Palmdale. You can get supplies all over this area. The closest supplies, major supplies that I know of is going to be Barstow. They've got a Home Depot and a Walmart and gas stations and tires in case you blow out a tire and all that kind of stuff is over here in Barstow. You can get those supplies and come up with the 58 to 395 and get to your property. Here's a green patch over here. I was going to say, grass, I got the wrong name. Jeez. It's Grass Valley Wilderness Area. So you're not supposed to actually drive in that part, but you can go ride your horses and camp and shoot guns and stuff. You just can't drive your dirt bikes and four-wheelers on that part. You can drive it all the rest of this area here. Okay, so let's zoom out of there. We've got a Buy It Now button on the website. So you can click on that, and it asks for a $500 deposit, and then you pay the rest through cashier's check or money order, or send me a check, or drop off cash if you really wanted to, or we could, I'm sure we figured it out. Or we could put it on a credit card. I'm just trying to get out of the credit card fees. So 20 acres, and here's GPS coordinates. If you click on that, it'll give you driving directions. If you do it on your phone, it'll give you driving directions. If you click on it in the computer, it'll open it in another window so you can play with it and zoom in and out and everything else. And that reminds me, we're going to do 3D on the view that I had before. But let's go back to that in a sec. Zoning is RC. It's called Resource Conservation. I've had numerous properties that are zoned RC in San Bernardino County. RC sounds limiting, but it's a part of the agricultural zoning demeanor in the county. And the agricultural zonings, all of them, including RC, you can have a home, you can have outbuildings, you can have animals, you can do all kinds of stuff. But the major limiting part of that zoning is they don't allow you to do multifamily. So you can't build like an apartment complex unless you called it like your house. But you're not supposed to build like condos and stuff and go sell them off and rent them out to everybody and their brother. It's not supposed to be multifamily. But if you had like 20 kids and you built a 20-bedroom place, you'd be cool. So here's a grocery store. It's a hospital and some other stuff in the area. Let's go back. Let's do 3D on this map. So I'm going to do 3D by bringing up this map. And in the bottom left corner, you might not be able to see it on this screen, but you can almost get there. So I'm going to click on the Google logo, and it's going to pull it up in Google Maps. And then I'm going to play with the control button on my keyboard. And when I hold down the control and play with my mouse, this thing's going to go 3D. And it works only in Google Chrome's browser. It doesn't work in the other browsers. So if you're on Apple, tough luck. Or if you're in one of the others, I don't know what other browsers people use anymore. So it doesn't show the property lines anymore, but the property's right here. And you see the mountains to the back. So it's going to be on the shoulder up here. It's up in this area, and you're going to have this nice mountain to the north. And so I'd want to go like get some white paint, Oops paint from Home Depot, get some outdoor white paint, go paint my name on the mountain. I don't know, I'm not saying that's legal or okay or whatever, but that'd be fun, right? Luke's Place or LS for Luke Smith. I don't know what you want to put up there. SOS. Be fun. An arrow. Party. This is where you have the party right here. Or a target. You go paint a big target up on the mountain. Get some big long range rifles and try to shoot it. No, I just like to keep it as nature. Just nice nature looking. Be the best. I want to graffiti it up. So here's some trails going through these mountains, and you go explore these mountains, have fun exploring them. Maybe find a good tarantula or a rattlesnake or something up there. Play with your guns on those guys. And this map's just getting slow. You got to go check out the maps on your own. I've got the video flowing, and this is high definition mapping, and it's just going slow because I'm trying to load like a large area. But I wanted to show you that it's at the foothills of the mountain. It's not a dead flat property. It's got a little bit of a slant to it. Not much, just a little bit, maybe 5%, I would guess, looking at that. You know, enough to get the water off the property. You're not sitting in the bottom of where the water ends up. But you're right at the foothills of these mountains. Not just out in the middle of flat pancake land with nothing to look at. So I pulled up Redfin for this area, and I sorted it because I've been using Redfin recently to find new places to buy land. I've been trying to find the ones that sell the fastest and for what prices they sell. And as soon as I see what prices people are paying for land, I'll be like, oh, I could go buy it for less. So I'll go buy it for less, and I'll go offer it for half of what other people are selling it for. So I'm laughing because it's fun. So this is the area. This is how I would sort for land in the area and see what I should be buying. So the property's like up in here somewhere, up to 395, right? So nothing's really sold up there for a while, at least on this map. I pulled up everything in the last 6 months, and so just nothing's sold up there for the last 6 months that's either through realtors or recorded or anything that Redfin's pulling up. But down south here some more, let's see what they come up with. I mean, I swear there was some up here. Now we're talking. Okay. There were some up here when I looked at it before. I'm scratching my head making this video like, hey, where'd they go? Okay, so a couple trades have happened in the last 6 months. Let's see, $7,000. I'm asking $5,999 for our property. This one was 20 acres? Jeez, somebody got a deal. Now I'm going to look like a crazy person. So $7,250. Somebody bought that thing. Maybe they were sending out mail. I don't think that was... I doubt that's what they're asking. Because I've looked at this market numerous times, and I've always been the cheapest one out there. Oh, this is one of those long, skinny ones, huh? Let's pull up the history. So they've listed on June 10th, and then they sold it on June 13th. It just went like super fast. They offered 10 grand. It went really, really fast. So I guess if you were really on your toes, you could have grabbed that one up and you got a really good deal. So that's hard to compete with. That's not what's still for sale. I got the cheapest of what's available for sale. These are trade history. So $6,000. Let's see what this one was. $5,999. This is our property. This is the same property. Yeah, because somebody bought it and then they wanted a refund like the next day. So I refunded them. They didn't give me a reason or anything why. So that's the same property. That doesn't count. I should get that relisted on there. So that, I mean, $5,999 was on the market for 47 days before someone bought it, and then I should just get it reposted back on there. And then $7,250. Let's see what. Oh, that was that one. $2,999. What the heck was that? I should have looked at these before I started making a video, right? But it's good to keep me in check on pricing. Vacant land consisting, 2.2 acres. Okay, mine's 20 acres. This is like 1/10 the size, close to Edwards Air Force Base. And they have just like no information about it. Well, maybe they got a little road next to it, I guess. It's like in the neighborhood kind of thing. this map's different than that map and doesn't line up. But somebody bought a property here that was supposedly 2.2 acres for $2,999. That might have, well, that looks like my kind of price too. I wonder if that was one of my properties. Might have been. Okay. Point is, I'm not making sense. What I should be showing you is what's for sale. So let's switch this over to what's for sale, because what's sold, there's not a whole lot of data there. So let's turn on what's for sale. Let's turn off the sold. Let's see what's for sale. So the cheapest stuff for sale, let's go see what the cheapest for sale is in the area. Well, it's the sold. Here's $4,500. What the heck? Oh, it's right on the railroad. I'm not counting that. $5,000. This is a small one. 2 acres. This is another boron for 2 acres, not 20 acres. So $5,000 for 2 acres. This is the one that sold. There's $8,000 for 20 acres. There's somebody asking $8,000 for 20 acres. I'm asking $5,999 for 20 acres. Here's $8,000 for 10 acres, so there's half the size for more money. The prices start going up from there, right? So as you can tell, I'm definitely in the lower end of pricing in the market, besides a couple outliers of like smaller 1/10 the size properties that are cheaper than mine. But other than that, it's the cheapest cheapo out there. And this shouldn't say sold because I refunded the person. I got to put it back up for sale on the MLS stuff. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's Luke Smith with cheapest land around. $5,999. Let me use this hand. $5,999. San Bernardino County, California. See you in the next one. Please hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks. Bye.